Here we will see comparison operators in JavaScript. JavaScript comparison operators are essential tools for checking conditions and making decisions in your code. The comparison operators compares two variables or values and return a boolean value, either true or false based on the comparison result. These operators basically used in logical expressions, which helps to determine the equality or differences between values. Different comparison operators are as follows. First is equality operator. The equality operator is used to compare equality of two operands. It returns true if the operands are equal, otherwise it returns false. If the operands are of different type, it performs type conversion and then compare the operands. For example, here we have defined constant a with value 10 and constant b with value 20, and if we compare a equal to 10, it will return true. If we compare a equal to b, it will return false. And if we compare integer 5 with string 5, first string 5 is typecasted to integer 5 and then it returns true. Next is inequality operator. The inequality operator is used to compare the inequality of two operands. If equal, then condition is false, otherwise true. If the operands are of different types, it performs type conversion and then compare the operands. For example, 10 not equal to 10 will return false, 10 not equal to 20 will return true, and if we compare integer 10 with string 10, first string 10 is typecasted to integer 10 and then it returns false. Next is strict equality operator. The strict equality operator checks whether the values and data types of two operands are equal or not. It returns true if both operands are equal and of same type. That is, it checks the equality of operands without the type conversion. If the operands are of different types, it returns false without further checking the value. For example, if we compare 10 with strict equality operator, it will return true. If we compare 10 with 20, it will return false. And if we compare integer 10 with string 10, it will also return false. Next is strict inequality operator. The strict inequality operator checks whether the two operands are not equal in value or type. It returns true if both operands are of same type but not equal or of different types. Same as the strict equality operator, it also first checks the inequality of operands without type conversion. And if the operands are of different type, it will return true without further checking the value. For example, if we compare 10 not strict equality to 10, it will return false. If we compare 10 with 20 with strict inequality, if we compare 10 with 20, if we compare 10 with strict inequality to 20, it will return true. And if we compare integer 10 with string 10, it will return true. Next is greater than operator. The greater than operator checks if the value of the left operand is greater than the value of right operand. If yes, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. For example, 20 greater than 10, 20 greater than 10 will return true, 10 greater than 10 will return false, string AB greater than string AA will return true, and 10 greater than string 5 will return also true. Next is greater than or equal to operator. The greater than or equal operator checks if the value of the left operand is greater than or equal to the value of right operand. If yes, it will return true, otherwise false. If yes, it returns true, otherwise false. For example, 10 greater than or equal to 5 returns true. 5 greater than or equal to 5 returns true. String AB greater than or equal to string AA will return true. And 10 greater than or equal to string 5 will return true. Next is less than operator. The less than operator returns true if the value of the left operand is less than the value of the right operand. Otherwise, it returns false. For example, 10 less than 20 will return true. 5 less than 5 will return false. String AB less than string A will return true. And 10 less than string 5 will return false. Next is less than or equal to operator. The less than or equal to operator checks if the value of the left operand is less than or equal to the value of right operand. If yes, then the condition becomes true. For example, 10 less than or equal to 20 will return true, 5 less than or equal to 5 will return true, AB less than or equal to AA will return false, and 10 less than or equal to string 5 will return false.